Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
And it looks like Stephen Wonderboy Thompson's thumbs are healed, and he's going to be squaring off against Darren Till to headline UFC Liverpool May 27th, and I can't wait. We've been waiting on this fight for a while now. I mean, as far as Darren Till is concerned, because Dana White announced this fight low-key like January or February. He said Darren Till versus Stephen Thompson, and if you remember, Stephen Thompson's father came out and said, no, not my boy. You ain't throwing my boy Darren Till. No, that's not what he said. But Stephen Wonderboy Thompson's coach and his father did come out and say we can't fight Darren Till in London. Stephen Thompson has thumb injuries. His thumbs are messed up. So with that being said, the UFC had to change of plans, and now since then Darren Till has been inactive for multiple months, and he hasn't been booked against any opponents. And now that Stephen Thompson's thumbs are healed, it's looking like we finally get the fight we've been waiting for and waiting for and waiting for. It's gonna happen May 27th, headlining UFC Liverpool. I'm expecting the UFC to make this a big card, man. It's going to be groundbreaking. For one, Darren Till's got a lot of potential, a lot of star potential. He's getting a huge opportunity here fighting for the #1 contender spot versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. It's not one of those fights where the UFC setting up a guy to... this is a good matchup for... Actually, it's not a good matchup for either guy, man. I was going to say it's a good matchup for Wonderboy. You know, it's not like the UFC is trying to feed Wonderboy to Till, because Wonderboy is one of the best strikers in probably the UFC as far as counter-striking is concerned. You know, so with that being said, Darren Till likes to come forward. You would think Darren Till might be playing into Wonderboy Thompson's game. But what's going to be interesting is to see, like, when these guys first square off, the size advantage. How big is Darren Till really compared to another bigger welterweight like Stephen Wonderboy Thompson? We saw Stephen Thompson, you know, was a little bigger than Jorge Masvidal. So now you got Darren Till, who claims to be a light heavyweight fighting at welterweight, and if he really does have a big size advantage over Stephen Thompson, that's going to help him, you know, with his style kind of going against one. This is just going to be an amazing fight, amazing style matchup. I mean, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, of course. Now, I say this is going to be an amazing fight, right? I mean, we're all hyped for this fight, but, and I don't want to be a buzzkill, but we've got to take into consideration Tyron Woodley versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Unless this fight is going to be as entertaining as Darren Till makes it. This fight is going to be as entertaining as Darren Till makes it. Because if Darren Till fights smart like Tyron Woodley did, and he's like, I'm not playing into your game plan and just charging in to your karate counter-striking style where I can get fucked up. If Darren Till sits back, it's going to be interesting. Because then it's going to be not super entertaining. Because then Stephen Wonderboy Thompson would have to change his whole game plan. It might be a little bit of but I'm expecting Darren Till to come in and do like he's done in multiple of his fights, and come in and try and land big strikes, just really fast to the punch and powerful strikes, and try and make this an entertaining fight. Especially, that's what he said, you know, in front of his UFC Liverpool. He's gonna try and come in there and fucking just throw, you know, blows. I'm assuming, you know what I'm saying, not be stupid, not be wild, not slugfest, but he's not gonna just sit back and let the crowd start booing. He's gonna come in there and, you know, try and put on a show. So with that being said, Stephen Thompson versus Darren Till is set to headline UFC Liverpool. This is coming from BJPin.com. Chris Taylor, this guy's also the guy that just broke Ponzinibbio versus Magny. So a lot of good stuff coming up. Great time to be an MMA fan, and with that being said, it's also a great time to be a full-time MMA fan, because now that we got this Patreon rolling, it's just really got me focused. 12 hours a motherfucking day, 14 hours a day, nothing but grinding. And as of right now, everything is free. It's always going to be free, but next week we're just going to put a little bit on delay. I've explained it to you guys multiple times. Make sure you go check out full-time patreon.com/fulltime MMA. A lot of free stuff. Some of the stuff that's over there you can't even find on YouTube, but it's still free, so go check it out. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. I am tired. I am clocking out for the night, and when I wake up, take a shower, walk the dogs, be right back in this motherfucker. See you guys tomorrow. I'm out. Oh, and P.S. I'm going to be doing a live Google Hangout over on the CSH Combat Sports Show tomorrow. So if you want to come check that out, make sure you do that. It's CSH Combat Sports on YouTube, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be over there. It's just a Google Hangout, talk some MMA, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you check that out if you're interested. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOG.